So once you have the mask, you need to get to know the mask a little bit. So take some time to do this. Open it up and get it out. Put the filters aside, wash it, yeah. But once you've washed it and stuff, you then will just see how the mask is designed. There's a front part at the front, and there's a back pocket back here with a filter pocket where the filter media goes into. The front of the mask distinguishes the top here has a curved notch where the nose sits, and also if you're in doubt, you can feel it here. There is a nose bridge wire as well for you to actually adjust to make it a tighter seal on the nose. So take some time to do to look at this thing and know how to put it on and stuff like that. And we'll show you now how to put it on. Right, the mask comes with either an elastic tie or a fabric ear tie here, and there's a channel in there where you can thread in different ties as well, or longer lengths of fabric that you could tie around the back of your head. I know that doctors and nurses who have to wear these masks all day and stuff like that can hurt the back of the ear, and so they customize that. And also by tying it to the back of the head and the back of the neck here, it creates a stronger seal on the face itself. However, we only just provide these so for your comfort and use, but you can customize it to make it better. Okay. If you want to replace these with other strings and ties and stuff like that, there's a channel in here, and you just either use the string here, thread it through and pull it through, and then you can tie it how you want it. Okay. Once you're happy with this, we suggest that you get out the filter membrane. We call it the filter media. And on the inside of the mask itself, there's a filter pocket where you can put the filter media between the front of the mask and the back of the mask. Okay, it's important here that you position the filter inside the mask so it's sitting directly in front of your nose and airways. By breathing via the filter media, you are filtering out harmful particles. There's no point in having a mask if the air is still coming through at different parts and not passing through the filter media. What we've learned in the last 2 weeks since starting this campaign is that a mask is only as good as the filter and the seal you make of it around your face. So now you put it in, but only after you have washed your hands, of course. Always wash your hands before and after putting on the mask and stuff like that. So I'm putting the filter media in now. I'm just sliding it along and seeing where it sits. And like I said before, getting to know your mask, to getting familiarised with mask, because each individual is slightly different in terms of their face, and so therefore we ask them to get used to it so they know how it sits, get it comfortable and stuff like that. So in this situation here, I've just put it against and I've pressed the nose bridge in just to make a nice comfortable seal on there. And I know that my nose is just underneath there, so I need to position the filter media slightly higher to actually cover the part where my nose is and where I'll be breathing the media through. Okay, we normally advise that it sits at the very top here, not at the very top of the mask here, but just slightly down from it, so it has a way of curving over the top of the nose a bit here, so that it sits over the top of your nose like that here. Okay, so if you think that is a good enough place for it where most of your airways is going to be, you then just hold it to your face, put in, tie it around the back there, and then press the nose bridge, and that's essentially the most simplest form of the mask. At the moment, in this condition, we say it has a maximum 60% filtration. and there is, as you can see as I'm talking, there is potential for little gaps to appear at the top here, and if I breathe very, very hard, sometimes my glasses do steam up. Yeah, and that is a sign that the mask is not effective in stopping airflow that's going through the filter media rather than somewhere else, because air always travels the path of least resistance. So that was the basic form of the mask, and you can use it as it is like that, but at this particular time of the coronavirus, we recommend that you try to improve the seal on the mask to make it a better seal, and also that the air actually passes through the air filter as much as possible. So some health professionals in the USA are making this additional modification to this type of mask to improve the seal. Now, you need to purchase the double-sided skin tape, medical grade, sometimes known as wig tape or fashion tape. Be aware of the allergies and various other things on it. You can get this from most online retailers such as Amazon and eBay. It needs to be able to stick to the skin. Read the warning on the back. It does contain silicone and other stuff, so please check your allergies for the staff or allergies to this thing. Okay, right, so once you have this, you need to cut them, cut the tape for the mask to roughly the same size as what the filter dimension. There's roughly about 12 centimeters, 14 centimeters by about 7 to 8 centimeters. In dimension. So you need to cut the length of the tape to those rough dimensions there. Give enough extra so that it forms a better seal all the way around. Okay, then what you need to do is then follow the outer line of where the filter is, and you can feel it through the actual fabric itself. You can feel the media and stuff like that underneath here. And you want to create a seal now all the way around the filter. All the way around, and so that when you stick this to your face, it will make a very, very good seal to your face, and so that when you breathe, air is only passing through the filter and not via any other gaps that might appear on there. So I'm just going to go and try and do this. It's not as accurate as it is. Do take your time on this, because we stress again, like, a mask is only as good as the filter and the seal around it, as it were. So, okay, so you cut these strips and stuff like that. I think the most fiddliest part is the nose bridge one. So I'm going to just do that a little bit at the end. I'm just going to place it down here. Follow where the actual bottom of the filter is and stuff, and then follow the verticals along there. Make sure you've got a bit of space between the filter and the fabric over here where the actual the sellotape is. So I feel along here, there's the edge of the filter. I stick the halfway, so the filter edge is there, and you've got a halfway in there from the silicone, double-sided tape, and the other half is the fabric, so that's that. And then, yeah, so make sure that the filter doesn't move around too much in there. It should stay in place as it does. And then this final bit here, make sure you follow and press it into to the nose area and make a tight seal. So you should have a mask with the filter in place with something that looks like this. Do take your time over this and make sure that it's right and that it makes a good seal with the filter media in there. And then, as you've already tried and adjusted it to your face and stuff like that, make sure any adjustments is then needed to do that. And then you just peel back the double-sided tape, which is a bit fiddly. Yeah, in fact, I have one that I made earlier. And here's an example. This one's been used before as well. It is very sticky, so be aware of that when you're doing it and stuff like that. So when it feels off, like, you know, you make sure that you're ready to put it onto the actual face itself. So here it goes. Now, to talk about a little bit about taking off the mask. Okay, so you've been wearing this throughout the day or doing your shifts, and then you want to take it off. Now, it could be exposed. You could have them exposed to the coronavirus on the actual surface of the mask itself. So therefore, we urge you to take all care and wash your hands before you do this. And then you then wash the mask afterwards too. Okay, so do be careful with this, and so then you take off, and so that now if you have spectacles and stuff like that, take them off, and try not to touch the front of the face. But carefully take off the 2 earpieces at the back, and then you're ready to peel off the seal. If you have used the double-sided skin tape, then you can peel it off now. If you haven't, then you can just take the mask as it is. When you peel off the tape for the first time, it is extremely sticky and can hurt, so be careful as you're peeling back the skin. Try not to touch as many of the surfaces of the mask as you can, and so that you have a nice pull away from the face there. Okay, once you have this out here, you then carefully take out the filter. So we have the mask, you then put it in your laundry to wash it at high temperature, 60 degrees or above, and then after that, wash your hands. Wash your hands rigorously, and make sure, because you've been touching the mask and stuff like that, that you're clean and ready to start. That's it. All the information on our research is found in links below. We also include instructions on how to make these masks. We are a small art and craft collective. We are so grateful to the volunteer makers who have chipped in record time to make these masks for us. If you can help too, please let us know. We encourage you to set up your own local 1,000 face mask campaign. Get in touch with your local key workers, care homes and whatever, and ask them if they need these type of masks. Start making them. If you need any help from us in how to set it all up and stuff like that, get in touch with us. Again, all the information is there below. Do log on to our website, www.starlingsgifts.co.uk, where we can help, we will. Take care and stay safe.